up, guys, and good day to all of you. Hope you're having a great day when each of you see this. We are coming at you. Today is Wednesday, and yeah, it's been like a long day, long week already, but what are you doing?
I wanted to send a snap to Teresa showing that we're gonna watch the show.
We're getting ready to sit down and watch the new show on Netflix, The Keepers.
Keepers. Apparently it's creepy.
Lately, with some of you who've been with us, you know that kind of last season in the vlog, towards the end, we did the live stream about Up and Vanish and all of those things. We've been like way into podcasts, especially from our road trip. And this is like a murder mystery thing as well, in terms of exploring a cold case murder of a nun in 1969 in Baltimore. So we're gonna sit down and watch that a little bit later. The process of the move continues with interviewing more moving companies today. And what we keep finding more than anything is that everybody has a slightly different offering, and some of the prices become more enticing, and it just like, you gotta be careful. Whenever you're looking at moving companies, especially around the insurance and what they cover and don't cover, it's like one of those things where you have to ask a lot of questions where, you know, make sure everything is discussed, because otherwise when it comes time for your move, they're gonna like nickel and dime you on a bunch of things. And so throughout this process, like especially when we get done, we'll make some videos about like some advice and things like that, like we've done for other things. But the process is moving forward nonetheless. It is incredibly stressful, but I do want to take a minute and thank all of you guys. So in the last video, you guys were awesome and left like a bunch of feedback and comments and ideas that we could explore, all of which are being like greatly considered and very much so appreciated. This one, that one, this table, that coffee table. What do you think? Some things that we're actually exploring to keep some of our moving costs down, and as we go to design not only our future home, but in the place that we hope to move into, is do we actually want to keep some of the furniture that we have right now? You know what I mean? So we're sort of doing an honest assessment of some of it, and not of a lot of it we're super in love with. And also, the cost of us replacing this stuff in Portland, does that exceed the cost to move it? And we're thinking, no. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday morning. We decided to just kind of take the night to ourselves and just watch that show, The Keepers, on Netflix. Very good. We are very, very interested. We're about a couple episodes into it. We're probably gonna watch some more of it this weekend, which this weekend is Allison and I's actually first anniversary. So for those of you that have been with us for a whole year or more now, yep, that's right. It has been a year since we have been married, which is just so, so crazy. Good morning. Hey.
Hi.
You know we've been engaged for like 2 years now, right?
Whoa. Well,
right,
you're not really like engaged.
Well, we got engaged 2 years ago. We got married almost a year ago.
I know.
So we are trying to come up with some plans so we can celebrate our anniversary with everything going on with the move and stuff. Like, money's a little tight, and I know how you guys can relate to me on that when you guys have big expenses coming up and things, but we're gonna try to come up with something, make it special.
So we actually had a random question for you guys, knowing that our anniversary is this weekend. So do any of you actually follow the traditions of like the different mediums you're supposed to get every year? Like the first year is like paper, and the second year is I don't even remember what, but it's a very interesting tradition. But like, I don't know, it's a tradition that every year you get a gift that's this type of thing. Like first it's paper, one year I think is like wood, and then there's like different metals and like things like that. So just curious if you guys like actually follow that.
It's great to keep traditions alive and do things like that, especially something as fun as the anniversary gifts and things like that. Now obviously gifts are not necessarily important or critical or anything like that, but obviously a fun little kind of thing that we can do forever. So if so, what are some of the types of gifts that you have received in the past for anniversaries? For those of you that are married or have been married or anything like that, we'd be curious to find out what you did, what you got. Leave it in the comment section below. All right, it's time to go to work. So we're gonna go do that because of adulting. But yeah, this has been the struggle of the vlog lately. It's because it's like go, do a bunch of stuff. Those earrings are pretty.
Thanks.
They're like little bars.
Yeah.
Is that all they're supposed to be?
I think so. I don't really know. I turned them sideways, and then I turned them this way, and I kind of like them this way.
What do you guys think? Where'd you get them?
Madewell.
Madewell.
I got like a packet.
Of course. So we'll see you guys here in a little bit. Woo! Well, that got out of hand quickly. So it's actually tomorrow. I didn't just see you later. I saw you today. Tomorrow. You get the point. I had a long day at work and then meetings into the evening, and then I thought I would meet with a younger guy who went to my same university that had some questions about his career. So met up for him, got a coffee, got home. It was like 8 o'clock at night, had some dinner, watched a little bit of TV with my wife, and then just decided to go to sleep because that's what we do. The good news is, if there is some, is that today is Memorial Day weekend start. So today at work we have a half day. Allison actually gets to work from home. I have to go into the office. But then we get the second half of the day to do whatever the heck we want with, then the long weekend, our anniversary, and then we get Monday off. So that's gonna be cool. We are super excited to do some fun stuff this weekend. Maybe go do some Chicago-y things. So the half work day is over. We are home and beginning to celebrate the holiday weekend with a little bit of relaxing. Gonna have some dinner, a little bit of wine, and maybe just some movies. It's kind of like a dreary, kind of gross day outside, so probably not gonna go anywhere tonight. We actually were just talking about what we wanted to do this weekend, and we're kind of trying to mash it up with some stuff that like we have to get done, obviously, with the pending move, and some things that we might actually want to do for fun. One of the things that we actually have to do, and because Allison's gonna be going to Florida in the next month with her mother, I'm going to Canada with my dad still, so a lot of travel coming up, so hopefully give this video a thumbs up for upcoming travel. But we have a storage unit. It's actually just like, you can see it right down the street, and that's where we have some of our stuff. And I mentioned in a previous vlog, actually the last vlog, that we went to storage and like did a bunch of sorting out through a bunch of our stuff, that we just knew there was a bunch of trash in there. So once we sorted through all that, now we have these like boxes of crap that we just need to get rid of, because the storage unit does not have like a dumpster that you can use for obvious reasons, because I feel like most people would do exactly what we just did and just like fill it up all the time. So our plan to not have to use like the dumpster facilities necessarily for the city is, if we can bring that stuff back here, we can throw it away just in our own building for free. So we're thinking about maybe getting a van and like bringing a bunch of that stuff. We also have like an extra bed in there, but then we're kind of mashing it up, like, do we want a bunch of like extra stuff sitting around our apartment for like the next like month and a half or 2 months, right? Or do we wait for a latter weekend that is actually going to be the last weekend in June and do that? So it's just, I'm just explaining all of this to you guys, because there's like a lot of stuff that we have going on, and I haven't done a great job of like telling you what's going on. So now I'm trying to like make up for that by telling you what's going on. To no one's surprise, I'm heating up coffee. But you know what I've always wanted? I've always wanted one of those like glass carafe looking,
Yeah.
the pour over things.
With like the wood at the bottom?
Yes.
A little wood base and the glass?
Yes, we're getting one of those in Portland. I feel like Portland's a coffee city, so we don't really have much choice.
Yeah.
Can we like do that? Get on that? What are you doing?
My eyeball hurts.
You have a hurty eyeball? You have a sty or something?
I don't know.
Let's see. It looks kind of red.
I know, it hurts.
Warm compress. I feel like I never knew that for a really long time, but if you use like a warm compress of like warm water on your eye with a sty tends to work really well. In case you didn't know that.
I feel like you're filming my misery.
Yo ho, pirate's life.
That would actually be so nice if there was like a compressed eye patch so you could put on when you're...
You got it. Let's do it. Patent it.
TM.
Children's sty eye patches. Heat compress.
TM.
Trademarked Karabas. But alright guys, it is time to end the vlog. Thanks so much for sticking with us. It's been over a couple days. We're trying to get back into the swing of it now that things are starting to die down a little bit. But we will catch up with you tomorrow. We love you guys. We appreciate all of your support. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And we will see you in another video tomorrow. Bye!